I think it's safe to say that many of us have no idea what to expect from the Eternals. I mean, you can sort of get an idea from looking at the previous animated film and the comics, but in reality, transition to live action is completely different. So let's talk about a brand new report that's hit the internet that apparently everybody from the higher ups that had to be convinced to greenlight this movie has been blown away and in disbelief as to the quality of the final product. As I've said before, I know very little when it comes to the Eternals. And I know there's not a whole lot to actually read, and I've read some of it, but I haven't read all of it. And when it comes to these characters, they're in the more unique section of Marvel. You know, you had your Guardians of the Galaxy, who by comparison were leaps and bounds more popular than the Eternals. And down on the bottom you had like the Eternals and the Inhumans, and the Inhumans was ruined by TV, so the Eternals was the leftover film franchise. And we know it's going to be unique just by the sheer aspect of who the Eternals are, what they represent, and how they're going to set this film up as part of the history of the world and the universe in terms of the MCU scope. So when it comes to it, I really think that once many people, including us, all get to see a trailer, I think it will change many people's opinions on the final product and finally get people excited for it. Obviously, we need official things. Now, recently, a report went out onto the internet where a editor from Award Ace, the editor-in-chief there, Eric Weber, talked a little bit about how one of his inside sources told him that once a final product or a final cut of the film at the stage was shown to execs, they were in disbelief. They were amazed. They honestly were pretty shocked at the high quality of the film. And apparently Chloe Zhao completely blew everybody away with her directing skills. Now, people have been talking up and down how good her film on Hulu is, which I haven't seen for myself, so I won't comment on that. But honestly, this gives me pretty good hope that, again, they're going to hit this out of the ballpark like they did with the first Guardian. And I think it's good to know that if this is the early reaction before they even got to go back to it and do some of the reshoots we know they were scheduled to do, that maybe this is going to be one of those things where when we finally see it, this becomes a franchise that spearheads and takes the forefront of the MCU. Again, until we see the final product, or at least a final trailer, maybe even a teaser can give us an idea of what this is going to be, because they've had plenty of time to actually get to, you know, more completed stages of the film. But this gets me more excited than pretty much anything we've heard about this property so far.